According to global financial organizations, the Syrian economy has shrunk by over 50%. The Syrian pound has lost 80% of its value, while the inflation has averaged 51%. Since the outbreak of the conflict, the Syrian economy has been hit twice, once by massive economic sanctions restricting trade with most of the countries in the world, and another time by the armed extremist groups who have been intentionally targeting the oil-producing areas, agricultural and industrial sectors, the economic infrastructure and pharmaceutical.
We witnessed kidnappings, targeting the factories, theft of the raw materials and manufactured goods, issuing assassination lists against people. All these criminals acts occurred under the pretext of supporting the so-called revolution.
The economic sanctions became a blunt instrument used by the international community without full consideration of their impact on the Syrian people, particularly the weakest elements of society, under the pretext of weakening the regime.
These sanctions, of course, will hurt the regime. There's a sort of terrible contradiction there with the suggestion that the sanctions won't hurt the Syrian people. Of course they will. But that's not the point. The question is, will they be sufficient to topple the regime? Now, I don't think so.
Despite the reports that Syria is heading towards economic collapse and it will need decades to return to the growth rate recorded before the year 2011, the electricity and water institutions are still functioning and the governmental employees are still receiving salaries, even in conflict zones. Emma Abbas, MEC.